Hi Taurus, welcome to your end of January 2019 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. So this reading is for any kind of area in your life, and I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot deck. So the overall theme, or the heart of the matter, is the Prince of Wands, which is also the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a card that is associated with fire energy. I think even double fire energy. I think particularly Sag as the Knight of Wands, but Aries is how I see it, and Leo is the other fire sign, and I'm getting a Leo vibe based on another card that I'll get to in a second. So if this isn't a person that you're dealing with who is kind of like a little chaotic, a little bit of a loose cannon, but very, very exciting, you may have strong physical chemistry with this person. This person isn't necessarily the type to settle down. With Knights, there's a youthful quality, but we don't have to just go with chronological age. It could be that this is something where they are chronologically older than you, but they have a certain youthfulness. Some people might actually characterize it as immaturity, which is kind of unfair unless other factors back that up. But in any case, this could be a situation where you have a strong connection with this person, and yet you being an earth sign, you would like to kind of make it permanent. And being a fixed sign, you don't like this in and out stuff, because this person may be very prone to coming into town as quickly as they leave it. And, you know, you may find it hard to pin this person down. And so they remain elusive to you. But this could be describing your energy. You could be very adventurous right now. You may be feeling very free. So even if you're single, this could be describing perhaps having come out of a long-term relationship, and now you can play the field. Now you can have freedom to roam without having to answer to anyone. So it can be very interesting to experience this kind of freedom after having maybe felt like you were in jail for a long time. And but this can be new people that come into your reality, new experiences, that adventurous feeling that comes. Taurus is a sign that tends to like familiar faces, familiar places. But there may be junctures, periods in your life where you kind of counter that, where you might say, no, I want change. But it has to be on your own terms. That's the whole point. In the past position, we have the Sun card. And this is a card of success. So this may be fueling your enthusiasm. Because really, the Knight of Wands can be a lust for life. And the Sun card is about, it's, you know, arguably the most positive card in the deck. But prosperity, healing, success, renewal, children, love. And that may be what's making you feel so enthusiastic. You've fallen in love with somebody. And the Sun card connects to Leo. The Sun rules Leo. So this could be a Leo. Of all the fire signs, I think that Leo is the one that you tend to maybe resonate the most with or be attracted to the most. This is the higher message, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is a card of something to do with any kind of money mismanagement, with bad decisions that are of a practical nature. Maybe this is even, I mean, this is the higher message. So this may have been something to do with an earth sign, a fellow earth sign, that you realized was draining your energy. Fellow Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this person may have dragged you down in some way. And because the two cards the first two cards that I was talking about are cards connected to excitement, enthusiasm, and things like that. So I have to wonder, you know, what does the Nine of Pentacles in reverse represent to you? And sometimes this can be like having some kind of a financial dealing or real estate dealing that is a bit shady, and that may have led to financial loss. Now this, I'm not saying that this is happening right now, because this is a spiritual lesson. I see the Sun and the Prince of Wands as independent cards. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you may have been under somebody else's thumb financially, and it caused you to feel like you had to maybe cut corners, or you just simply felt like you didn't have enough personal power. The way that the earth signs really you know, feel like themselves, like who they came here to be, is through tangible things of this world. So it's just natural for a Taurus person to measure their success by, you know, how much money they have in the bank, what kind of, if they have their own business, how well it's doing, what their possessions are, and things like that. And yet, most Taurians understand that this is not the meaning of life. It's just that this is the kind of the go-to way that you gauge your progress in life. You may know that you can't take it with you, but by the same token, you may be saying, but how do I see how I am progressing, you know, what I came here to do? So it's really about, I think, a dance of, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, is learning how to value and cherish things that are material, but not selling your soul for them. And I feel like you have so much more of a renewal in life right now. I don't know why. Maybe you've come from some kind of a hardship and now you can appreciate what you have. Maybe you took something for granted. I don't know. Let's look at the challenge position here. The Two of Wands as a challenge position. Oh, well, in personal relationships, this is a kind of an unusual depiction. I don't know why they have that card in a silhouette or an outline form. But the Two of Wands is a card of, and it's a very lush card, because with fire energy, I do feel like opportunity, you know, can be expressed through lush. Opportunity for prosperity, for the light, you know, life force. You know, I think that's what it is. The fire is the life force. And it is really what propels us to do great things and to feel like we can do great things. Ambition. Two of Wands in reverse may mean that you are in a state of having a hard time choosing between two things that connect with your sense of purpose. So with Wands energy, there's a real individualistic type of vibe here. And like I say, because I got the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, as well as the Sun card, which connects to fire energy too, it could be a situation where you are torn between maybe starting your own business and relying on yourself without a guarantee of a weekly paycheck, or, you know, even if you get paid every week, you don't have an exact same amount of money that you're getting, and so you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants. And that's what I would see with the Knight of Wands, is kind of like winging it, you know, but almost, you know, framing it as an adventure, not being afraid of it. And that kind of more sense of orderly life, the 9-to-5 job, the weekly paycheck. And perhaps that's what the Nine of Pentacles is also, as a spiritual message, is also, it's turning that upside down. That theory that, because the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position is really a card of being independently able to, you know, to take care of yourself financially. And in the reversed position, as the spiritual message, it may be saying that there are no guarantees in life. You know, that 9-to-5 job, that you can lose that too. And even if you think it's perfectly safe. So are you playing it too safe? And yet, the Knight of Wands is a little bit too could be too out of control risk-taking wise. Maybe they are too rash, too into you know, instant gratification. So if you do decide to start your own business, it has to be like the Seven of Pentacles, where you are patient about it, that you can allow it to build. And I was just thinking something. Some of you as Taurians may have Aries energy, inner planets in Aries. And that could influence your personality, that you have a tendency to want to see instant results. So you may have to decide between that. For some of you, there may even be a change of residence that is on the table. But again, does the familiar, the love for the familiar win out? And maybe this is even like a long distance kind of a thing, where you really believe that whatever the product is, if you are launching something and it's entrepreneurial, that you believe that it would have a specific success in a specific country because of, you know, what it stands for, but you're still afraid. What is coming in? Well, this is good omen, the Chariot. This is a card of success. Now, the success comes, you see in this card too, they show the person with their hand on the reins of the horse. So it symbolizes control over your thoughts. That you're not allowing your thoughts to control you. That you're not allowing your fears to run away with you like wild horses. That you can, you know, some people say, what if? And they never say what can be. Yeah, I think Robert F. Kennedy, I wish I could remember that, RFK, he had that speech when he announced, and I don't know exactly, I can't, I don't even think I could do it justice paraphrasing it. I think he said something like, some people ask why some things are the way they are, and I ask, you know, what can they become, or something along those lines. In other words, being a visionary rather than complaining about whatever is in your present reality. And part of that is the mind can work against us so often. I was going to say the mind is our worst enemy, but I didn't want to say that because sometimes our mind can be our buddy. But we have to make sure that we keep it, you know, under lock and key. Or holding on to the reins of that horse. And the outcome card is the Death card. Now, it's funny. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this card. Like, this deck, I have only used several times. So I'm still not familiar with all the depictions on here. But there was a time when I probably would have picked an additional card because I would have thought, like a lot of people, oh no, the Death card. Oh, that's terrible. The Death card is about transition, Taurus. And as you probably can see through some of these other cards, is that that is also on tap for you. Actually, now that I think about the Prince of Wands, in March, Uranus is going to go back in your sign and stay there for 7 years. This is a transit that will be a change agent for you. I can't think of a better way of putting it. And it may bring with it a lot of twists and turns in the plot line that is your life. So you have to become more like the Knight of Wands. You don't have a choice. You have to be open to change. And if you are, but you still hold on to the horse, even if the horses in this case, even if they start to gallop more quickly and erratically, you still hold on to them. It's almost like you surrender and you guide simultaneously. It's not either or. And that's how you gracefully handle this new phase in your life. And there will be, maybe this is like a future reading, who knows? Maybe this is more for the period of March, when this transit begins. It was there briefly, and then Uranus retrograded. But you may have a breath of fresh air in your life, an adventure, success. Maybe you've already had a taste of it. And there's just more excitement to come. More growth. That's the ultimate of what this represents. Okay, that's what I have for you. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care, Taurus. Bye.